So I am a big believer and a teacher that if you can get someone, whether a guy or a girl, to associate feeling good with you, they're more likely to gonna want to be around you. And so like dating Mitchell, my main channel, I tell men that we want women to feel good around you because that will raise their attraction in you if they like you romantically. Well, the same thing applies in this concept. This channel is about teaching people better social skills and how to just connect with more people. And I'm going to teach you guys different questions in this video that you can ask people. And I have them all written down right here that are these questions go deeper than surface level questions because a lot of the times when you talk to people, men especially, they're just very surface level, they're very logical, they ask yes or no questions, and they're just like the conversations with them are just, dude, they're the fucking worst, man. It's like talking to a wall, and I hate it. So I started learning about these questions. I'll be honest with you, I've improved myself. I started learning about these questions when I started studying neuro-linguistic programming. So what I'm going to teach you is basically like their language patterns is what like they you can say, because I'm going to help you elicit. It's a pattern because I'm going to help you elicit a specific emotion out of the person. So with your words and your sentences, you can influence how someone feels or thinks about you if you can put them in that kind of mood. So I have examples on my phone and that I'm going to read off to you. And now I encourage you to write these down, and I'm going to explain each one of them in maybe different ways, like off the top of my head, that you could ask them in like a scenario, as I think that would make sense and help you understand. But this is going to be, these questions are going to be when you can be talking to like a friend, or these aren't quite like, these are questions that you're going to ask somebody when you're really trying to get to know them better, because these, again, they're not surface level questions. These are questions you ask somebody when you genuinely care about this person or you want to get to know them. Okay, so before I get into the video, if you guys do like this, please give the video a thumbs up. It'll help promote it in the algorithm, and that would help my channel grow. I would appreciate that. So we're going to go through all 5 right now. The first one that I have, now remember, we're trying to get people excited or like just feeling good. Okay, so what gets you so excited you can't help but smile when you talk about it? So I want you to notice what I just did there. Okay, if I read that now mind you, these questions, you can't just read them like, what gets you so excited you can't help but smile when you talk about it. That doesn't work. So watch my face. Now mind you, when you say these, you also want to match the feeling, if you can, with your face. So if you ask us, hey, like smile when you say, hey, what gets you so excited that you can't help but smile when you talk about it? When you say it like that, you're the person seeing you're smiling, that energy will transfer over, and they're going to be like, oh, what makes you smile? So when I get asked a question like this, I would say, it's, what makes me smile, what makes me really happy is when I can sit down and I can film YouTube videos like this to a camera, and I just teach people on just like how to live a better life. I just help people learn stuff. That makes me feel good, knowing that some of these videos, some of the comments I've received, like the other day I had a guy thank me for just radiating like unconditional positivity. Dude, that makes me feel awesome. That's what gets me excited. So that's going to be the first one. The second one that you can ask, now this one doesn't specifically elicit an emotion, but it can be implied that it's going to be fun or enjoyable. So this is something that you can ask anybody, and I think this would be a fun one to ask a girl, especially a girl that likes to travel. Hey, when you imagine your perfect weekend with no responsibilities, what does that look like to you? Or another way you can ask that is, if we use a language pattern, you would say, imagine this. So you would say, hey, I want you to imagine something for a second. You just took 2 weeks off of work, and right now you're sitting down in front of your computer and you're booking a vacation. You can go anywhere in the world, and you have a credit card that has an unlimited spending amount, and you don't have to pay that back. You can do what you want, when you want, and like I said, anywhere in the world. Where are you going? That's a way to ask somebody to that's a way to they're visualizing what they're doing, sitting down in front of a computer, booking a vacation. You're asking them where they would go on vacation, and they're going to think about that. I could do what I want when I want, and I can go wherever, and I can spend as much money. Oh, I would go here. And then you would be like, dude, that sounds awesome. Why would you go there? And you can ask them to go deeper. So that was you using imagine this. So you're getting imagine this, you're getting them to imagine. But that question, when you imagine your perfect week with no responsibilities, so now they have to go and look up and imagine, what does a perfect weekend look like? What am I doing? Oh, I could be, I don't know, I go to the gym first thing in the morning, and then I might go to the mall afterwards, do a little bit of shopping, might go to a nice restaurant, then come home, play video games. That sounds perfect to me. That would be an answer. I also want to say before I continue, some people you talk to will give you very elaborate responses, and that's awesome because that gives you a lot to work with. Some people will give you very like bland answers, and you can't really do much with that. And everybody's ability to communicate is different, so just a heads up. Number 3, so this one right here, the question is, what's the best part of your day? So how you would word this, and an example would be like, if you're talking to somebody, hey, let me ask you a fun question. So if we look at everything that you do in a day, that could be like going to work, maybe eating dinner, eating breakfast, going to the gym, or maybe hanging out with like a friend after work or after the gym. What's usually the best part of your day? And then they're gonna have to tell you, oh, so like if it's like let's say you say, hey, Monday through Friday, when you wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, maybe go to the gym, come home and do whatever, what's the best part of your day usually? You can ask it like that. So with that question, what's the best part of your day? You might have to frame that a little bit, because in that situation, it was okay. Monday through Friday, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work, I go to the gym, I come home, I might play video games, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the best part of my day is actually when I get to go to the gym after work. Oh, why is that the best part of your day? I mean, going to the gym's awesome, but why is that the best part to you? And then you would get them to explain that. Oh, well, dude, it's awesome because like I just had a very stressful day at work, more than likely, and I get to go to the gym, and when I work out, I feel good because I get all that stress out. That's what we're looking for right there. They're like, dude, yeah, because now they're gonna be. So you can say, so when you work out and you get stressed, like when you have a stressful day at work and then you go to the gym and relieve all that stress, I imagine you leave the gym feeling pretty good. So you're assuming something. I imagine you're leaving the gym feeling pretty good. Yeah, man, I usually do. That's going to make them feel good. Okay. That was a presupposition. That was another language pattern. All right. So the last one that I have, question number 5. And this is something you might have to frame or word, but you can ask them, hey, what's something you're really looking forward to right now? So if you were like talking to like someone new, for example, hey, can I ask you a really fun question? Yeah, what's up? Listen, I mean, I know we just met recently, and I don't really know a whole lot about you, but is there anything going on for you in the future that you're like really looking forward to? That's the way that you would ask that. And let's say that you're talking like a guy or a girl, they're younger in their 20s, and they like going to like raves. I've never been to one, but a lot of people do. They could say, actually, yeah, I've got a EDC in Orlando, because I'm in Florida, EDC in Orlando coming up pretty soon. I'm really looking forward to that. And then they're telling you, oh, so we know they enjoy raves. You can talk about that. Really, what about that rave are you looking forward to the most? And they're going to tell you, oh, have you been to one of these before? You can just have a dialogue like that. So guys, that's going to be 5 different questions that you can ask with some examples on how to use those, on how to just promote like a good, excited, or a happy feeling with somebody. I hope watch this video a couple times, take notes of those questions, and go out and use them. You'll get phenomenal responses out of those for the most part, because you're requiring somebody to access an emotion, but they also have to go into their mind and look for an answer that's more than like a yes or a no. And if you ask an open-ended question like all of these did, you're going to usually get like a pretty good answer. And conversations like that are typically much better than if you ask them like, hey, do you like going to the gym? Yes or no? Yeah, I do. Why? Do you see what I mean? So with that being said, guys, hey, if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, guys, I will see you in the next one.